You know that feeling, right? When you push through a workout and suddenly you hit that amazing wave of euphoria, the runner's high. For decades, we thought we knew exactly what caused it. But what if I told you that for 40 years, we've had it completely wrong? Let's get into it.
I know, that's a pretty wild statement, but it comes from a groundbreaking 2023 Harvard study, and it suggests that one of our most basic beliefs about how exercise makes us feel good is based on a huge misunderstanding. So let's look at the old theory and then uncover what the new science is telling us.
For as long as any of us can remember, the answer has always been endorphins, right? They're the brain's natural feel-good chemicals, kind of like opioids that get released when you exercise. That was the story. But if it's not endorphins, then what on earth is it?
Okay, so here's the plot twist. It turns out the whole endorphin theory has a massive fundamental flaw, one that's been overlooked for decades.
It all comes down to something called the blood-brain barrier. You can think of it like a super strict bouncer for your brain. It's a security gate that only lets certain things in. And here's the problem. Endorphin molecules, well, they're just too big. They can't get past the velvet rope. So even though your body is pumping them out when you run, they never actually reach your brain to give you that high. So if the endorphins are stuck outside the club, who's getting in? Well, say hello to the real heroes of our story, endocannabinoids. Unlike those bulky endorphins, these molecules are the perfect size. They can slip right through the blood-brain barrier like they have an all-access pass to the brain.
And the main one we're talking about here is a molecule called anandamide. Its name actually comes from the Sanskrit word for bliss, which is pretty telling. Think of it as your body's own naturally produced version of THC. Yeah, the active compound in cannabis. So that runner's high? It's way more literal than we ever imagined.
So the amazing thing is that we can actually get our own brains to produce this bliss molecule on demand. And what's really revolutionary about this new research is that it gives us a precise formula, like an exact prescription, for how to get the biggest mood boost. So what's the magic number? Well, according to that Harvard study, the sweet spot isn't 20 minutes, it's not half an hour, it is precisely 22 minutes. That's the first part of our new formula. But duration is only half the story. The other crucial part is intensity. You want to be working at about 70% of your maximum heart rate. It's this specific, magical combination, 22 minutes at 70%, that really unlocks the peak benefits.
And when you hit that perfect combo, the results are just staggering. The study found that this exact formula leads to a 280% increase in anandamide levels. That is a massive surge of your body's own bliss molecule.
And this is exactly why that precision is so critical. It really is a Goldilocks zone. If you take it too easy, working out below that 70% mark, your anandamide production is about 40% lower. Not bad, but not great. But if you go too hard and push above 80%, your body starts pumping out stress hormones that actually get in the way and cancel out the benefits. That 70% mark is truly the sweet spot. Okay, so this science is really cool. But here's why it actually matters in the real world. This discovery completely reframes exercise. It's not just a general wellness activity, it's a precision tool we can use to directly and powerfully influence our mental health. In fact, this new science helps explain something that doctors have actually seen for years. For people with mild depression, a consistent exercise routine can often be more effective than antidepressants. We always assumed this had something to do with serotonin, but it turns out we were looking at the wrong system entirely. See, SSRIs work on the brain's serotonin system, but this optimized exercise, it works on a completely different pathway. It directly activates the body's endocannabinoid system. This is a total game changer because it gives us a whole new way to think about treating and improving mental health using the body's own internal pharmacy.
So after all of this myth-busting and all this incredible new science, what's the simple takeaway? What's the plan you can actually use starting today?
It really just boils down to this super simple 3-step plan for what we can call the 22-minute mood boost. First, just aim for 22 minutes of cardio, whatever you enjoy. Second, keep an eye on your intensity and try to stay right around 70% of your max heart rate. And third, just know that by doing that, you are turning on your brain's own bliss factory. It's really that simple.
And that leaves us with one last big question. If we've been wrong for 40 years about something as basic as the runner's high, what other incredible, built-in body hacks are we just on the verge of discovering? It really makes you wonder what else our bodies are capable of.